Hey everyone, welcome back to our little budding town of Runnel. Not too much going on here just yet, as we're still building our trading post and just got our market up, which is actually fairly full. Wow, it's quite a bit of stuff in there, even though we don't have a lot of production going on. And we also have our little hamlet over here, our yet unnamed hamlet. I've seen a few names for this, such as what I have here: shingle, culvert, downspout. I like the sort of the theme that we're going for, but none of those are quite clicking with me yet. Maybe keep suggesting some names. We'll see what sticks. I mean, nothing's official. There's no, like, way to name this little hamlet, but I want something that feels right. Something that sounds like a hamlet. And, of course, we have a little encampment out here to do some forestry and hunting to make our coats. Speaking of coats, we need something to trade once this trading post is done, because I really want to start farming, but we need to buy seeds or animals first, to do some husbandry before we can actually start producing a lot of food for our future population. So we need to have something to offer. The best sort of things to look at are like these ones on the bottom here. Herbs, I know, or herbs. I'm gonna be saying that back and forth every time now. They price pretty well, and they're really easy to get, but not everyone accepts them, especially, well, I don't know about seed merchants. Usually I have trouble because I'm always buying iron and stone, and usually those traders don't accept herbs. Coats would work pretty well because we have an unlimited source of elk that we can hunt, and we can build another tailor. And it also produces more food for our people, which is something I like to get up there. I'm going to play it safe and always have a good buffer of food, and try to avoid any crashes in my population. And ale also sells really well, but that's kind of a catch-22 because we're going to need a lot of grains or fruits to produce some ale. So really, I'm looking at coats right now, or clothes, however you want to look at it. So that means we're going to need a few more hunting cabins. I haven't done it this way before, so it should be interesting to try. Before I've gone with tools, but I realized I was also purchasing a lot of iron, and I was probably just kind of wasting money purchasing iron to build tools because the price isn't all that much different. Especially if you're building steel tools with coal. It's even more pricey. I think you're basically losing money at that point. Anyways, let us put down a... it's under food resource, isn't it? Hunting cabin. Now, we have one over here, right? I think. Pretty sure we do. This guy? Yeah, nope. Where's our hunting cabin? It's a herbalist. It's a gatherer's hut. Do we not have a hunting cabin here? I really thought we did. Okay. Well, let's build a hunting cabin then. I swear I could have put one down. Oh well. Let's just do that now. It'll work well in our little hamlet here. So we'll cover this area. I want to try to get good coverage here. I mean, this is pretty far away from that. So if I put something over here, then I'll probably want my other hunting cabin over here. Yeah, let's do that. Then they're sort of equidistant from our little hamlet here. People to get to. We can cover water a little bit. I'm not sure if it matters too much. Let's just drop it down right here. And we'll also build another one over here. But I'm going to wait till this one's done, because we don't have a lot of builders. Actually, we do have a fair amount of labor population. So let's get some builders in there. Builders in there? Get some builders working on this, wherever it ended up. And it's probably smart to build a road over to it. I imagine the workers will be coming from over here. So maybe I'll do a little diagonal road. Diagonal roads don't work very well when you're building a larger city, but they're really easy to remove. So it doesn't hurt to have a few around. I've learned that the easy way to do things is draw a road first and then put the building off of it, because finding where the building is before it's built and then putting a road on it, it's a little bit more difficult. And where does this road end? Right here-ish? Because I want to connect it to here, like this. Because I want to take the path that I know that the units are going to take. or else they'll probably just end up walking off the path and end up being slower. Sort of. I mean, like, if a unit's cutting across terrain where there's no path, they're not being stupid, they're actually being smart. That's probably a quicker route. It's more that you're being stupid, not putting the paths where people actually need to go. But that one should work. What speed are we on? Should still be 5 times, right? Okay, we'll leave it on there. People are still running around doing their thing. Let's get another builder on there. Oh, I know what's going on. We're still building this, which is actually what we want to have. Let's even prioritize this. But it's fine to have even more builders working on that. Like I said before, it's good to have just a couple laborers sitting around, because they'll replace, if anyone dies, someone from the labor pool will replace the person in that profession. And I often have like 2 deaths in a row, just out of coincidence. And it's really important with school teachers, because if you only have 1 teacher and they die and have no one to replace them, all of your students will get kicked out of school, and you'll lose all of that time and effort you put into training these people. So this is like 1 nail away from being done, despite not having a roof. Where are our builders? Please, someone finish my trading post. I want to have a booming economy. I think I've distracted them with this. Pause. Get away from there. Finish what you're doing. It's 100% complete, but it's not done. There it goes. So, this is actually still useless right now until we actually have something to put in there. I have some extra tools, and there is still sort of like a lot of iron sitting around on the surface. And we've kind of hit our tool max, so our blacksmith can actually just keep working. So right now he's probably even idling. Yeah, because we've hit our maximum 150. So I'm actually going to drop... and you know what? Let's even just go all 150 tools in here. And we'll hire a couple vendors. Not vendors, these are traders. Trader! And get our tools in there, just in case a boat comes by with something we actually want. We have some tools in there. And if we have our coats in time, we can always just put our tools back into the pool of resource. Is our barn done here? No, we need a barn here still. I mean, I know I have the market. And there's some tools in there. But I find the market fills up fairly quick when you actually have a good economy going. And not all of the producers, especially like probably have more fishing docks along here, they tend to go to the barns instead of the market, what I've seen. I don't know, it's kind of mixed. In any case, I like having a barn next to my market, even if just for look. So let's plan that out. Storage, barn, here-ish. That fit well? That fits well. It's probably good to have it facing this way. Although maybe next to the trading post might be smart too. So like here. I'm also trying to think efficiency-wise that most of the resources are probably going to be coming down this way, so it'd be good to have them hit the barn first. But I also want it close to my trading post. But the trading post guys only have to run this back and forth here, so I'm going to put it right here. That'll look good. And this road doesn't need to go anywhere after this. Bam. And it gives easy access for anyone coming down this way. Just drop it off there. Now this was going to be a double road out this way. This should be a double road, but I put this over top. That's easy to move though. And this is going a double road over here. And I might do a double road maybe this way a little bit. Have it cut down. I don't know about angles. No, we'll see what happens. Let it grow organically. I don't want to plan too much ahead. Now, is this guy done? Nope. Oh, right, we paused it. Of course, unpause. And we don't actually need this barn just yet. Okay. We'll let them finish the barn. So distracted. I promise I don't have any, like, mental issues. I just trying to keep it entertaining for you guys. Sorry if I'm jumping around a lot. Just multitasking is kind of what you need to do in this game if you want to grow quickly and actually have something to do. Otherwise, you just like, I'm watching the barn get built. Look, he's hammering. What's his name? What is his name? Stop moving around. What's your name? Your name is Harley. And she is a builder. She's 48 and still building. These people are pretty tough. I guess you'd have to be pretty tough to live on this place. If you're not tough, you're not going to last 48. Out in the wilderness. This place got really treed up. We are cutting down trees too, right? Yeah. I'm wondering if I like this over-treed path. Although if this grows at all, eventually most of these trees kind of disappear and all we'll be left with is this kind of treed row in the middle. So we'll leave it there for now. I would really like if the developer or someone modded in something as simple as like parks, or what else could there be? Yeah, that's about it. Just simple like parks, little flower gardens maybe, or even just sort of designated grassy areas. They don't even have to do anything. I mean, they could add a little bit of happiness, but usually that's not much of a problem. Although you can make it a requirement that you're always like half a star short unless you have some parks nearby. Although, if you have the entire wilderness to walk out into in a beautiful world like this, you don't really need a park. Anywho, well, actually, I guess it would be true. I mean, in this place, sure, they have nature right here, so they can get as much natural beauty as they want. But if you have like a full block of fully upgraded houses, then they're not going to see a lot of nature. So it would be kind of nice to have a little bit of parks here and there. Speaking of keeping up happiness, and why the reason this half star is missing is because we don't have a graveyard yet. I'm gonna unpause this while I'm talking about that. If you don't know, the graveyard will start accumulating graves when people start dying after it's built. And all of your townsfolk, I think whether they know that person or not, will go visit the grave site and mourn a little bit, and that'll keep their happiness up. Not that mourning keeps them happy, but not being able to mourn will make them upset. So that would be under city services, I believe. And cemetery. Not a graveyard, cemetery. Sounds like a much better name. Where do we want it? I would really like to put it in sort of like a parky, grainy area. Over here might make sense. It's kind of away from the town. And it's kind of centrally located between the two. Because this town is probably going to grow right up to here. I'm going to try to basically fill this circle with houses eventually, because you can fit about like 300 people in that area. It doesn't really hurt to have the graveyard in town. It just might be a little inefficient because this is space I could be building houses. Really, I could build houses anywhere, but it is more efficient to have the market nearby. Decisions. How about up here, right on the edge? That sounds like a good idea. And we'll just drop it down and see what happens. I have this hill in the way. I'm probably going to want to have some sort of path through here. So let's keep it a little bit over this way. And I always click on the wrong button. Cemetery. And it actually needs to be fairly large. Okay, you know what? I'm so indecisive. Okay, whatever. I'm building it here. It's not the most efficient, but that's where it's gonna go. Cemetery, and we'll leave a little room for some road and trees and stuff over there. And I'm gonna make it fairly large because this is gonna fill up pretty quick with a larger population. Oh, don't forget that I want a double road up this way. So let's leave a space. And make it face the right way. 12 by 13. Let's do a solid lucky 13 by 13. Yeah, that sounds good for dead people. Lucky numbers. And that's gonna take some time to build. This is now done. We need to actually put some hunters into it. We can take off some builders. And we can go all the way. One laborer is fine. We don't actually need 2 traders anymore. This is probably full, yeah. In fact, we don't need any traders right now. Set them back to labor. We are not that busy of an economy yet. And what else do we need? Our market's done. We're waiting for seeds to show up. I could build another tailor, but this guy seems like he has enough to do. Oh no, wait, this is saying materials required. Yeah, so we need more hunting cabins if we actually want to keep this guy busy. Usually it's the tailors can keep up with kind of whatever you throw at them for a long time. Another map I had like about 100 cattle, and he still needed more leather. And only just a few sheep, even though I was making fully wool and leather clothing, just warmer. So let's figure out where we're gonna put that other hunter. People are gonna get a lot of venison to eat. I hope they like their game meat. Somewhere out here seems smart. It's a lot of forest. Clickety. And again, I will draw a path out to it. Maybe from... Oh, I've lost it again. There it is. Let's build a little path just in front of it here. That's right, yeah. And then if we go angle-wise... By the way, I'm holding shift to do this from here. That'll work well. Right here? Sure. You can always clean this up later. I just want some efficiency right now. And I've got 3 builders working on that. So we've got 4 gatherers, 4 fishermen, 6 hunters, a single woodcutter. We have more than enough wood, so I think we're okay. Did I build 2 wood cutting places? We got 1 here. Oh, I must have built 1 over here too, right? Yes, of course. Okay, this place is unoccupied. That's fine for now. We also have only 2 foresters in each of these, but that's okay. These guys are still planting. They can take their time. We've got enough wood. Herbalists we only need 1 of. They produce a ton as is. We'll need our herbalist down on this side soon, not for collecting, but just for treating. Probably even near the storage barn, since... Actually, no, there's going to be tons of herbs in the market, too, so anywhere around here. Miners we don't need, stonecutters, teachers, physicians. Okay, we don't have any of this more advanced stuff yet. But all of our jobs are fairly well filled out. It's good to check this once in a while, because sometimes I see that I have too many workers somewhere, or not enough somewhere else. But I do want... What was it? You know what? I want more fishermen, because they make a lot of food. And I want to make sure I have a good solid buffer of food, because it doesn't go bad. This would be a very different game if food went bad. It would be really efficient to build a fisherman's hut. Is it called a fisherman's hut? It's called a fishing dock. There's one's here. We've also actually hit our food max. Let's crank that up. Let's bring it up to like double, 12,000. Keep them busy. We don't need extra labor right now. Right, fishing dock. So the circle goes up to this little point, so I could build one here. But it's not going to be the most efficient, not a lot of water. I think I might even just go out here. Or even here. Yeah, this one looks a little bit better, just on this point. It's not the most efficient, but it should keep it close. I mean, this is going to be inefficient in the fact that people have to walk back and forth, so we won't have as many people fishing as often. But I'm thinking more about kind of realistically building instead of just kind of... Because this would really just be the easiest thing to do. But I'm going to put it right here. This makes sense. If I can find a spot for it. I'm going to tuck it back. Because I shouldn't change the coverage too much. And I don't like crowding my river too much. Because the... You can basically block off the river by building a trading post on either side and have nothing in the middle. But the boats will just go right through and it looks a little silly. And we'll need some sort of road. Oops. Let's go angly. And we'll just go straight up to connect to this. And we'll probably end up moving this road later on. They're just little dirt paths. Nothing permanent. So we now have 27 adults and only 2 children. That's a dangerous number. I'm actually going to pause the game right now. I have not been paying attention to that. I like to keep the children at least 5 or over. If you get below that, you can really start hitting a boom and bust population situation. So I'm immediately going to start building some more houses. Probably going to keep this area clear for something. Oh, we were going to put another trading post there eventually, so definitely want to keep that clear. We can build over here. I'm still trying to wonder. I am wondering. I'm still trying to figure out how I sort of want to build these houses so there's sort of some variation in our walkway here. I wonder if I should just like artificially push this back. I can have like a separate path coming off and have like a couple little green areas along the sides, which actually won't really be green because, well, I guess they'll be grassy, but there won't be any trees or anything in them. You know what, for the main path, I'm just going to put the houses right up against it, and then we can start mixing them up a bit here. So like this one has a space, but this one I'm going to put right up against. And I believe if you push, what is it, G, F, you can actually change the model. So I'm going to try to find something, I don't remember what this one looks like, but something that hopefully won't clip into the other one. Like this might be okay. And those are back to back. And then I'll draw some roads in. Oh, well that also works too. Didn't mean to do that, but that should mix it up a bit. Maybe we can put like a well in there or something. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, that works for me. And we'll unpause. Now, were they in the middle of building something? This. You know, pause this for now. Food's not as important. We need those houses to be built. And they don't take much. Just 16 logs, 8 stone, so should fill it fast. Do we need more logs? Or, not logs, sorry, stone. Let's collect some more stone. There's a whole bunch of it up here, which is all going to get taken away eventually because of our forester. So let's collect. Actually, I think they've already cleared out the area. This is even closer. Let's get rid of this stuff. Collect. Stone. All of that. Actually, I'm going to leave that stuff. This looks kind of cool right along our path here. Walking through there. Oh, that's right in the way. And summer once again approaches, or spring, after a long winter. It's still freezing right now. And I think I'll speed the game up a little bit. Watch these houses pop up. Which unfortunately don't have enough resource. More builders. More builders don't really work because I actually need laborers to just bring the resource. Stone is probably further away. Now builders will help. Builders, I believe, are the only thing you can sort of assign. Everything else, if you over-assign, they just kind of get confused and wander around. Builders, I think this is just a recommended number. And you can always put as many as you want in there. Oh, we have a trader. Slow this down a bit. Bing. Ba-doom. What do you have for us, trader? Trader, your first trader is Arton, the resource merchant. He has stone. You know what? Stone is really useful, but I have so much of it just lying around right now that I don't think I'm gonna waste my tools on you. Later on, this guy will be very useful because I will be buying iron, stone, and what else? Coal to produce steel tools, and coal can also be used in lieu of firewood. It's more efficient. And even as we grow bigger, we might even want to be buying tools, but right now, I don't need any of this. We're too small for that, so just dismiss. We'll see you later, Arton. Come back when we're bigger. We only have one child. Something that will be extremely useful in this map, in this game, is once you have city halls, if you could see your population distribution. Because you never have any idea of if there's another bust coming in your population. Another downfall, a bunch of geriatrics reaching their prime and retiring, as it were. So we got a 32 and a 42. See, this is a bad sign. People are already pairing up at 42. Something else you can do when you have city hall is look at the number of houses you have, which it'll be listed in there. And these are clipping? No, they're okay. 1934, that's a bit better. So hopefully these people will produce some children soon. We have a good stockpile of food. So I think I'm going to end this episode by laying down a couple more houses in our little suburb here. Let's put this one here. And this one can go here. Sure. Just mix them around a little bit. And we'll call that an episode. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope to see you in the next episode of Runnel. Please keep suggesting more names for our separate little towns until something sort of clicks and works out. We are probably going to need even more sort of locations because we're going to have our mining area and probably our farmland somewhere. But again, yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you have not already so you can catch future episodes, and I will catch you all next time. Take care.